diving deep into the complex story of dolphins. Return to the sea, developing echolocation that puts our best sonar to shame. They evolved complex social structures, cooperative hunting strategies, and problem-solving abilities that rival our own. We thought, what if we could make them perform? The entertainment industry was born. Unlike dogs or cats, dolphins were never truly domesticated. They were simply contained. Wild dolphins were captured, separated from their families, and forced into artificial environments. We called it training, but was it really partnership? Today, the consequences are impossible to ignore. Captive dolphins show signs of chronic stress, repetitive behaviors, and shortened lifespans. Wild dolphins live 40 to 60 years. In captivity, often less than 20. But captivity isn't their only challenge. We've also poisoned their natural home. 8 million tons of plastic enter our oceans every year. Fishing nets trap thousands of dolphins annually. Ship noise disrupts their echolocation. Here's the irony. We fell in love with dolphins because of their intelligence and freedom. Then we took both away. But change is coming. Sanctuaries are being built. Rehabilitation programs are expanding. Scientists are developing new ways to study dolphins without exploitation. And some populations are recovering. The dolphin story isn't really about dolphins. It's about us. It reveals our capacity for both wonder and destruction, but also our ability to recognize mistakes and change course. We stand at a crossroads. We can continue the old ways or choose a new path. The next generation of dolphins is counting on our choice. So what can you do? First, research before visiting marine attractions. Choose dolphin-safe seafood, support ocean cleanup efforts, and donate to reputable marine conservation organizations. I used to think dolphin shows were magical. Now I see the magic was always in their freedom. The real question isn't whether dolphins are intelligent enough to entertain us. It's whether we're intelligent enough to let them be dolphins. What do you think? Have we crossed a line with marine mammals? Share your thoughts in the comments below. And next time you're planning a marine adventure, consider whale watching or visiting a sanctuary instead. Every choice we make sends a message about the world we want to live in. Let's make sure that message is one of respect, protection, and coexistence. If this video opened your eyes, hit that like button. Subscribe for more eye-opening wildlife stories, and let me know in the comments. What animal should we explore next? Remember, the ocean's greatest treasures aren't meant to be caged. They're meant to inspire us to be better guardians of our blue planet. Until next time, keep exploring, keep questioning, and keep caring.
Wondered what secrets it holds? It is an ancient eye, one that has seen the world change in ways we can scarcely imagine. It carries a story that begins not in the boundless blue of the ocean, but on solid ground. It seems almost impossible, doesn't it, that these sleek, aquatic acrobats once walked the earth. Their ancestors were small, hoofed land mammals, not unlike a tiny deer that roamed the swampy forests of Asia some 50 million years ago. But the call of the water was strong, a siren song promising a world rich with sustenance and opportunity. The journey from land to sea was not a sudden leap, but a magnificent slow-motion ballet of evolution spanning millions of years. Imagine these creatures, perhaps venturing into shallow waters to hunt, their bodies gradually adapting to a new way of life. Nostrils slowly migrated to the top of the head to become a blowhole, a perfect periscope for breathing. Forelimbs flattened and fused into powerful flippers. Hind legs, no longer needed, vanished into the mists of their genetic past, leaving only a whisper in their skeletal structure. It is a transformation so profound it almost feels like something from a myth or a legend. This incredible evolutionary saga gave rise to the cetaceans we know today, the whales, the porpoises, and of course, our charismatic dolphins. They are not fish, but air-breathing mammals, forever tied to the surface, yet perfectly at home in the crushing depths, which travel through the water, bounce off objects, and return as echoes. From these echoes, the dolphin's brain constructs a detailed, three-dimensional map of its surroundings. It can discern the size, shape, distance, and even the texture of an object with astonishing precision. It is like seeing with sound, a biological sonar far more sophisticated than any we humans have yet devised. This acoustic mastery extends far beyond simple navigation and hunting. It is the foundation of their complex social lives, Each dolphin possesses a signature whistle, a unique acoustic name that it develops in its first year of life. When dolphins meet, they often exchange these signature whistles as if to say, "Hello, it's me." It is a profoundly personal form of communication. This is the daily reality for a dolphin pod, a constant conversation that strengthens social bonds and coordinates group activities with remarkable efficiency. Their societies are intricate and fluid, built upon years of cooperation and shared knowledge. Pods are not merely random gatherings, they are complex family units and alliances. Mothers and calves share an incredibly strong bond, with the young learning essential survival skills over many years. On the other, it has led to exploitation. Human interaction with dolphins is not simple domestication like dogs or cattle. Dolphins are fiercely independent and wild. Instead, our influence has often been capture and control. Since the mid-20th century, thousands have been taken from the ocean for entertainment, for research, confined to concrete tanks, a fraction of their natural range. In captivity, selective breeding, intentional or not, has happened. Facilities prefer certain temperaments, docile, more trainable. This contrasts with natural selection over millions of years. Survival in the wild depends on intelligence, speed, social cohesion. In captivity, survival depends on compliance. Traits that make a dolphin successful in an aquarium differ from those in the wild, creating animals altered by proximity to humanity and spectacle. Military use is another stark example. U.S. Navy programs, locating underwater mines, Russian programs, guarding naval bases, chosen for sonar and trainability, transformed from wild predators into biological tools of warfare. Proponents say lives are saved, but it raises ethical questions about conscripting intelligent species. The consequences of our actions ripple far beyond the walls of marine parks. In the wild, dolphins now face a barrage of modern challenges that threaten their very survival. One of the most insidious threats is chemical pollution. Industrial and agricultural runoff pours toxins into the oceans. PCBs, mercury. These substances accumulate in the food chain, reaching dangerously high concentrations in top predators like dolphins. A 2017 study in the UK found European bottlenose dolphins with some of the highest PCB concentrations recorded. Those PCBs lead to suppressed immune systems and catastrophic reproductive failure, calves often stillborn. Our noise is another form of pollution, deafening the ocean, the constant hum of shipping traffic, the deafening blasts of seismic surveys for oil and gas, the ping of military sonar. This cacophony drowns out the subtle clicks and whistles dolphins rely on. It can mask their communication, it can disrupt their hunting, it can cause them to abandon critical habitats. In extreme cases, intense naval sonar has been linked to mass strandings. The noise can force dolphins to surface too quickly, causing a Benz-like condition. Changes in their behavior are becoming alarmingly common. In heavy boat traffic areas from tourism, dolphins spend less time foraging, less time resting, and more time avoiding vessels. That constant disturbance adds chronic stress, weakening their health over time. But there is still hope. We can make a change.